Hello everyone and a very warm welcome back to the round 4 of the monthly March WARNO tournament from SD League. Today we have NBK and Liszke, NBK on the left in blue as the 8th and Liszke on the right in red, playing as the 39th Infantry. Need to play with forward deployment troops, but plenty of recon heading up there. Anti-air chopper here and a couple of choppers up at the top for NBK. Currently obviously haven't seen each other or would be engaging. Good spread of units for both players across the map. What Liszke doesn't know is that NBK hasn't charged into this tree line. Obviously, this map is a little bit one-sided, and if you can get into this tree line as the person on the right-hand side, you have a good chance of holding Charlie as well. Obviously, this hasn't happened here. Liszke doesn't know, as we do, that there's no units in there at the moment. A little bit of engagement here. A 30mm grenade launcher being engaged by that vehicle there. A little bit risky to have this out on its own, perhaps. Conkers should be able to engage from where they are, though, but they're not currently engaging. BMP-1 is about to get hit by Milan. Oh, misses. Conkers are on attack move. They are now engaging. Do they get a good hit? They do. Very nice. A little bit of movement up here from NBK. He's just slowly pushing up, trying to get better eyes on. Some anti-air arriving up here now. Obviously, those choppers never engaged in the end. Smattering of reinforcements about the place. A T-62 coming in there. There is an Abrams coming in up here, though. That will be very helpful. Fight Team 84 about to get smashed by a lot of units. They will not survive long. They are taking a lot of fire from two vehicles as well. Obviously, BMP dishing out a lot of firepower with that autocannon. A little bit more stalemated down here now. BMP-1 engaging on those scouts. Seems like the big skirmish right now is up here. Those Motorstrelki running away now. Taking a lot of fire, including from that Abrams. Liszke manages to kill quite a few of the infantry, though the Abrams is surviving and putting down a lot of fire. Kills the other transport vehicle. Sapri RPO are very much going to die. And my 24 moving up now to try and engage there, I think. SU-25 at the back. I think that just fired, and I think the rockets or the missiles on these choppers have no visibility. So they're invisible, I should say, the same as artillery is. Yeah, so you can just see a few flashes there, and then the explosions, but you can't actually see the rockets firing. So they're the same as the artillery currently in this patch. Well, this will make casting interesting, because I might have no idea what's hitting units most of the time. Oh well. I'm at 24 being pulled back now after being hit by the Pivads up there. Conkers here engaging on the Pivads. Pivad's dead. Nice kill. Milan down here engaging on the BMP. Misses. But I'm assuming Liszke doesn't know it's under fire. Does the second one get the kill? BMP-2 finally destroyed up here. Bradley under fire from the Metis. Metis gets a good kill. BMP has been pulled back. There's a dead T-62 there. I wonder what happened to it, but it must have been killed by the Abrams, I assume. I think the tow was, yeah, tow was too far back, so the Abrams must have got a shot on it. Would have just been in range of the Abrams when it was over the other side. Reinforcements arriving for the Liszke here now. He has managed to push forward into Charlie, but there is a growing number of forces here, including another Abrams on the way for NBK. Possible he's going to push into this corner soon. Certainly being quite aggressive up here. Whereas Vedka are not long for this world. There they go. Artillery piece coming in for NBK. Military police just sat at the back there. I think they've been forgotten about. This does happen. They might have been put down right at the start of the game and not given an order. And he's now so focused up here he hasn't noticed. Uragan coming in now. That's going to be a real nightmare because we're not going to see that fire. It's just going to land somewhere and kill something. What is that there? Oh, that's the Kiowa. I think Kiowa is being killed by the anti-air chopper, but the Kiowa is firing rockets at the Metis. So there you go. And my 24 taking shots from the Stinger now. May get out intact. No. It is down. Artillery fire going down on those conkers there. Which is invisible, obviously. I mean, I'm impressed these guys are still playing these games while artillery is invisible. I think I'd have put a hold on it personally. But full credit to them for sticking with it. Conkers are dead. From stealth artillery, unsurprisingly. I'm waiting to see the stealth firing of the Uragan as well. T-80 BVs are up in position now. Some engineers flash coming up here. Another T-80 BV heading along to the centre. I'm surprised we haven't seen another command come in yet for Liszke, trying to get in this corner or something. Obviously, it would be at risk of being hit by artillery. Trying to keep an eye on that Uragan at the back for when it opens fire. BMP2 getting some shots off over here. I've just realised the BMP2's shots are invisible as well. You can see it firing, you can see it land, but there's no shots in between. The traces are gone. I didn't realise initially how much of this was actually invisible. I thought it was just the artillery, but it's actually all the traces on the BMPs as well. A little bit of a push going on here. Uragan's still not firing, I don't think. This artillery is targeting something again. Oh, he's going for up here. He's trying to take out the forces protecting that point. Lots of skirmishing going on here. Some very damaged infantry on Liszke's side. Really surprised we haven't seen that Uragan fire. Growing forces here. Another Abrams has arrived. BMP2 destroyed here. This is a good push here from NBK. He is managing to make some progress. He is losing stuff, but he is moving up. Obviously, ideally, he would like a corner here to bring a command in, I'm sure. Artillery dropping on this area now by the looks of it. Uragan is firing. Where is it firing at? It is firing at this area here. Won't get quite as many kills because stuff's a bit further back, I guess. May well kill the... Oh, scouts are already dead. Stealth missiles coming in from that Uragan. They're engaging on a Cobra. I think you could see the Cobra's rockets there. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm now trying to establish what I can see and what I can't see. Eugen are fixing it, by the way. They're just having issues. Good push here from NBK. Plenty of tanks coming in, mincing out those infantry. T-80 is moving up here. But it is taking fire from the Milan as well. Oh, Abrams got a good kill on the BMP. That's 3 Abrams versus 1 T-80 here. Another T-80 arriving now. There is a T-80 up here. There's 2 T-80s here. Oh, nice kill on those infantry coming in. Uragan reloading. But is targeting the same place again. T-80 there. Is that the same one? Getting some good shots on the Abrams. Not actually being hit by the Abrams yet, surprisingly. There, it finally got hit. Does manage to get the kill on the Abrams. Has smoked itself now. Was that the same one? I think it was. I don't see 2 wrecks here. I just see the BMP. Artillery hitting here by the looks of it. Zek managed to hold this corner. Has managed to kill one of the Abrams. T-80 will be able to engage again. Oh, T-80 could be in trouble here, though, now. Has taken a couple of shots. Glancing blow. It's now at low cohesion, so it's not going to be as accurate. Does manage to get another hit. But a good hit from the Abrams will finish it off now. T-62 coming in. There's still 2 T-80s up here. And a T-80 here that could be assisting. The Zek may be focused elsewhere, though. He's certainly focusing up here. Is now making a move with some of these infantry, pushing up against all these units. That Uragan is almost finished rearming. I'm a little bit worried that he's going to hit his own units here if it starts firing. T-80 just sitting back now, but really, really, really needs a repair there. Good range on the missile. Bren's are taking fire down there. Zek is progressing here. That is very close to firing. Right on top of the Zek's units. Oh, the Zek is pulling back. Is it really going to fire there again? It is! It's firing there again! I don't know if Lizek's realised that he's fired it there twice. But he's at great risk of hitting his own forces. It's landing much closer to him than it is to NBK. Two T-80s up here. There's another T-80 being killed in the meantime. We're missing one. I think we've lost another T-80 here because I can only see this one, which was not in the best position. And there was another one here which is missing. There's a T-62 there now. And there's a couple of T-80s back here. Another good push here from NBK, following on from the Uragan hitting. Uragan is firing again. I think that's the realization there halfway through it firing that it was in the wrong place. Build up of forces here once more. Those Abrams repaired. Another Milan coming in. Neither player managing to get a command into their opponent's point at the moment. Slow but sure clear up of the forces here, though. Lizek losing units at the front to that artillery. That artillery hasn't actually moved. That is definitely a case for counter battery fire. Although, that said, at the moment, since you can't see the shells coming in, you'd have to watch it firing to know where it was. We'll be dropping off some LRS there. M35 being used for scouting here. "15 minutes into this game." Oh, jet immediately taken out at the top there. Did it get a kill? It may have got a kill, I'm not sure. If it did, it wasn't anything too exciting, I don't think. Now, NBK has been pushed quite far back here. That Abrams is badly damaged. The Zek still has the two T-80s up there. Reinforcements are arriving, though, for NBK. I mean, the Zek needs to push this advantage. He is moving units up. NBK taking a lot of fire down here at the moment. M60 providing good fire support, and there is some movement over here again. Any more big tanks on the way in? A couple of T-62s there. Uragan is preparing to fire after reloading again. Any T-62s arriving. Obviously, very good against the M60s. Not so good against any Abrams that still remain. Stinger engaging on that chopper. It's a recon chopper. So nothing too exciting there. Good use of tanks here by NBK to take out the infantry. Unfortunately, there isn't really a response from these T-80s at the moment. T-62s pushing up this way will be useful. But Liszke could do with being a little bit more aggressive with the tanks here, just to counter NBK's tanks, because they're the main issue for Liszke's infantry right now. These Milans as well currently having a bit of free reign at trying to hit stuff going along that road, though they're not having much success. They are not the most accurate. LRS here managed to get all the way up to these buildings. There we go. T-62s and T-80 moving up now. Yes, there we go. A little bit more aggressive with those tanks made a huge difference there. Immediately wiped out all of those tanks at that side. Unfortunately, two more M1A1 Abrams coming in here. He will need those T-80s up at the front. T-62s just will not be able to compete with the M1A1. A couple of M1A1s here as well. Getting some good hits on stuff here. I believe there has been a loss of a T-80 here. Yep, T-80 BV destroyed. Honkers engaging on these tanks now. Fortunately, a miss. LRS moving along here now. Cub engaging on a Thunderbolt is not getting any hits. Manages to get one hit on its way out. Another T-62 arriving and a T-80 BVK moving in there. Another T-62 down here. There are currently 4 M1 tanks on the field. One has been lost here, though. I think the Conkers must have got a kill. Yeah, M1A1's destroyed up there. Conkers must have got a nice hit. Struggling now, though, but that Abrams command aiming to move up this way, I think, with these two. Oh, very nice. T-62 gets the kill on the M1A1 Abrams with a side shot. Unfortunately, that T-62 is not long for this world. It is being engaged by the other Abrams now. However, two T-80 PVs also pushing up here, engaging on all these infantry and tanks. Unfortunately, a little bit out of position and damaged. And obviously with all of these infantry pushing in on top of them. Not a good position, and the remaining one is pulled back very sensibly. The T-80 BV coming in here. More reinforcements coming in, and the T-80 BV in the center. Uragan moving around the map. I think that's a misclick, and it is actually driving to the front there. Hopefully, Liszke realizes. Thunderbolt coming in again. Will be going for some kills on these tanks, I'm sure. Gets a hit on a T-62 and a kill. Does the Cub finish the job? The Cub does not finish the job. Bad random number generation for Liszke there. He is just not killing these ridiculously powerful Thunderbolts. They just manage to dodge so much sometimes. T80 BVK going in for a neutralization here. But it will, I think, be engaged by the M1 Abrams command. Yes, it is. Gets a good hit, though. There's some serious damage, but obviously the other Abrams now pushing up to try and deal with it. This Abrams down here has also come in. He's taking fire from the Conkers, though. Nice hit. 2 T-80s arriving on station. Really need to get in there, in the thick of it, because this Abrams is moving up and doing some serious damage. Though infantry remains a problem here. Here, all the tanks are on the move. Unfortunately, there's a lot of damaged tanks here as well, not just fully repaired ones that have just come in. That's a little bit concerning. Some repair has arrived. Unfortunately, in the meantime, these poor infantry that have gone out on their own are getting slaughtered without that tank support by the Abrams. SU-25 anti-tank coming in, though. Can it get a kill? It can. Gets one kill. Gets a kill on the vehicle as well, but not the other tank, and is destroyed. LRS and Fireteam 84 making good progress at their side, squeezing Liszke. That Conkers are not long for this world. The grenade launcher is moving up, but it's not going to be enough firepower to stop both those squads, I don't think. No. Just not enough there. They're best at range, unfortunately. T-80's on the move here, clearing up this infantry now. Fantastic. T-80 BVK there as well. There is an Abrams pushing around this side. Once again, a lot of these Abrams have been killed. There is still an Abrams here. And there is that command Abrams at the back there. 1 Abrams, 2 Abrams, and not a lot here. Military police pushing all the way around the back here. These guys not in a terrible position. They're still holding this point. Not Strelky at the front there in a bad way, though. Another squad of infantry destroyed here, or another vehicle, I should say, recon. Abrams taking shots from the side there. Ito getting shots off at the T-80s, however. Nice hit. Beautiful, beautiful hit by that T-80. I think that was a side shot that finished off the Abrams there. By Team 84 here. Close enough now to start engaging the main forces in this point. Uragan is firing. What at is the question. Firing at this area here. Certainly causing some panic and stun locking that Abrams. Good push here from NBK, though. He is coming in at that side. Nice strike from a HE bomber there. Does get out intact, just for a change. Ito getting some good hits on things at the back here, though. Does manage to kill the anti-air there as well, I believe. Some more T-62s coming in here. This LRS has just got really good line of sight in the back of this point now. And that Ito has good range into it as well. Look at this absolute wall of tanks that is just moving around in the middle of this point. Liszke doesn't realise it, but if he moved all of these tanks up together, he'd absolutely steamroll this point. It's the beauty of hindsight that we have when we watch these replays. We can see these engagements. All these tanks on the move now, but they are at risk from this Ito. Thankfully, the Ito is out of missiles. But all these tanks so close together. The risk here is, because they're so close together, one cluster bomber could do a lot of damage. LRS annihilated here. Bradley is in. We'll get a side shot on that T80. Possibly a rear shot. Oh, that is a very lucky T80. Good push here, including some BMPs. Nothing wrong with that. Good fire support. Really good maneuvering here from Liszke. He is pushing now. Nice and aggressively. He's got a T80 up here. I feel like he's struggling a little bit for supply. Anti-tank jet coming in. And he's lacking anti-air now. There is an Igla here. Thunderbolt has veered off. Did get a T80, I think, though, in the meantime. Thunderbolt coming back around for another pass. Attempts to get the BMP-2, does not. A T80 BVK at real risk of being hit here. Igla manages to get a hit. Desperate needs some anti-air for Liszke here, but look at the top. NBK responding to this push here by moving forces into that top point. Lizke's command still out of the point here. He is slightly ahead in points, but it's not enough for a win. And this has been cleared up at the top. This command is moving into this point, and it will not be contested at the moment, as Liszke does not have a command in there. Stinger gets kill on the chopper. Bradley here engaging on that transport. Not having much luck at Bradley, considering he's got a tow too. Another loss of a jet there. I think that may have been the A10 going down. Yes, indeed, there it was, destroyed. However, there was a Cub destroyed as well. Military police here will be killing stuff that comes in the back of this point. HE bomber coming in there. But command zone has been lost at the top. That is +4 to NBK in a second. Oh no, it's only +2 because the command has finally moved in here. My apologies. This has now been neutralized by Liszke. So it is only +2. Instant response from artillery though on this area. At least I think it's... I hear something rapid firing. I'm just not sure what it is. Good push here from Liszke. He could take this entire point here. He is pivoting a couple of units to try and deal with the stuff pushing down from the top now, though. He is a little bit surrounded. T80 BV here. Pushing in on its own. Liszke now in control of this point. Command has been moved out. 2 more Abrams pushing in from this side, though. What I will say is NBK's positioning is good here. He's got a good circular motion going on, surrounding this point in the center. He's got the top covered now. He keeps trying to cover this area as well. It's really, really good positioning. And it just puts more pressure on Liszke's tanks because they're being hit from multiple sides. "30 minutes of this game gone now. Bradley moving in at the side here. Could get a good kill on that Strela and the Motor Striker coming in if it spots them. Back to neutralized, as there is a command in this top corner, but the military police are going to kill that pretty rapidly. Uragan firing from the back here on this corner. Bradley gets 2 good kills there. Both the anti-air and the transport, as expected. More reinforcements coming in here. Unfortunately, Liszke hasn't realized that the military police are there. They are only remaining with 1 shot in that recoilless rifle, but it would be enough to get a kill here. Recon chopper coming across the top of them, though. This is quite tense. I feel like Liszke is in a difficult position now because he's a little bit more surrounded. Managed to stun that tank, but not getting the kill at the moment. Another Thunderbolt on the way in. Military police there. I'm gonna say, are they gonna get the kill? No, they're not. They're out of their ammo now. Military police being gunned down by the command. Thunderbolt coming in here. Could well go for that command, to be fair. No, it's going down here for these tanks. Gets the kill on the T-80. Military police do die, though. Currently +2 to Liszke. He is out in front in points. No anti-air up here to deal with that Thunderbolt, though. I do think at the moment it looks like Liszke may be able to clear up this point if he can kill that Abrams. Down here, though, NBK is making a pushback against these forces. And admittedly, Liszke has lost a lot of his tanks. SU-27S coming in. Is immediately killed by the I-Hawk, though. I think the Stinger maybe got the final blow, but the I-Hawk certainly fired. 2 M1A1 Abrams coming in here. Getting nice and close to that T-80. T-80 really needs to get the shot off first. Oh, it does not. T-80 command tank, though, from the side. Oh, it's dead. It's dead. Oh, that's really unlucky. I thought it was going to get a kill on an Abrams at least. Liszke kind of stalled up here, unfortunately, against that Abrams. And down here, NBK is on the move. Will push back into this point, I'm sure. This could be game over for Liszke, I'm afraid. That was really tense at the end there. At one point, I thought Liszke had it. But the pivot from NBK to push the top made a huge difference. Allowed him just to surround the point more. And that encircling maneuver just worked really well for NBK. Managing to come at the point from multiple sides every time with tanks and stuff. Just sort of squeezed Liszke's tanks. And the A-10 Thunderbolt proven invaluable in this game for NBK. Absolutely devastating. Unfortunately, a lack of anti-air on Liszke's side. And certainly a lot of anti-air that's been killed, I should say. Because poor Liszke has called in a lot of anti-air. It's just been caught out a lot. It's a real shame for Liszke. He's fought hard here. Both players played very well. But positioning for NBK just won out at the end of the day. Towards the end. Well played to both players. But this game is looking very blue. Reinforcement still coming in. Command tank pushing in to this point now. Following the Bradley, apparently. Currently +2 to NBK. Liszke still out ahead. But NBK now in complete control of this point. Still has 3 Abrams there, 2 badly damaged, but that will be enough to hold off the BMP-2s. Could being called in at the back. What a striker getting pushed hard here at the top again. These BMPs getting torn apart by those Abrams. Another Abrams moving in at the top there with the command. That's going to be a lot of firepower going down on these BMPs and infantry. And there's the surrender. Commiserations for Liszke. That was really, really well played by both of you there. But obviously at the end there, NBK just winning out, certainly in terms of kills. But GG, guys. Really well played. Very enjoyable. Looking forward to game number 2 tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe. I'll see you all soon.